All praise is due to Allah, came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, and I give thanks and praise to the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and I must give honors and respect to his brother, Supreme Minister John Muhammad, and I give honors and respect to Minister Farrakhan, and also like to give a shout out and honors to the young brothers, Born Mastermind Allah, Charles Doc, Brother Aline Bay, and to the sisters. I forgot one more brother, Brother Wesley Muhammad, and the young brothers, Brother Marie, and also the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad's sons, and I give some honors to some of these sisters. Some of them is living and some of them is dead. Well, I shouldn't speak of them as dead, but they are no longer here, but they contribute much to the liberation and the intellectual capacity of the black nation. Sister Shazara Hyde Ali, I'm murdering my language lately, and Sister Frances Wells, Sister Ava, Sister Tanetta, and Sister Drusilla Dungy, and it's numerous more that there's so many that I'm not going to be able to mention it all in this little 15 minutes, but I pay attention to y'all. Y'all have given this old brother, some wisdom. You may not agree with me, all that listen to my video, but what I'm trying to do is, I come at you often with a black perspective, or it's not necessarily a religious or a spiritual perspective, just the way I see things that happened to me in my 70 years on the planet. Like I keep saying, I was born in 1946, July 28, and I wasn't raised up like most of you was raised up in the church. My formal training was sporadic. My mother, she was carrying me when she was attending the Nation of Islam. When she became a registered member of the nation, I baby boy. But my uncle introduced her and my grandmother and her sister into the Nation of Islam. At the age of 7, my mother became disenchanted with or dissatisfied with the nation for various reasons I won't go into right now. But we still talk about it. And she believed in the messenger, what he was saying, but just some of the brothers, she couldn't go along with what they was espousing at that time. She always loved the messenger's teaching and got the wisdom out of that. But when she went back hard and started, you know, uh, consuming pork and celebrating Christmas and so forth. And I always was indifferent to that. I wasn't quite satisfied with where she was going. So when we went to public school, I had a hard time adjusting to public school. Now, some of my other relatives were Christians or whatever. But one day I started getting revelations when I read the Bible, because my uncle, he always did school me in teachings like Master Farad Muhammad. So right quick, you know, what I see is that it's propaganda coming at us every day for the last 400 or 500 years that we've been here. In some form or fashion, it's been propaganda, disorganizing our minds, disillusioning our minds, you know. So what we're going to do is we're going to pause it right here. Yeah, so we back again. Where I left off was I had to chastise my grandchildren, but that's where it's at. Propaganda every day. So what I call myself doing is giving you the righteous propaganda, coming at you every day to remind you of the tricks that's being played on you through television, the media, the news, printed press. And you know, if you don't check your children and monitor them and give them the right education, the true history of us, because they don't teach it to us in school. Even though in Detroit you got a majority black teachers, black population, they don't teach. They got textbooks or books giving us true history of ourselves, but the teachers, you know, they were taught by the Caucasian, and you know, they don't try to introduce true black history. They don't introduce the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. They don't introduce the teachings of Marcus Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, Carter G. Wilson. They don't teach none of those books and let the people know who these people were. There's a movie coming out called Birth of a Nation. And they got a brief, probably about a couple of paragraphs of Nat Turner in there, in the books. But they got him looking like a bad guy. He was bad. And they don't even really teach the history today in the school system like we had when I was coming up. And I always, when I was coming up, I had a problem not seeing myself in or even properly spoke about in the history books, in the history text. So I wonder what's wrong with these teachers, man. They act like they're ashamed to be black. They act like they just act like robots to me. In Detroit, you see all the schools closing, and you act like you can't choose the curriculum. You can't choose the books in this majority black city. Just like I say about the spirit of Detroit, that statue downtown of the Caucasian man, you need to paint him black, redo his hair, give him an afro or some locks or something. Let him know that this is a black spirit of Detroit, and not a Caucasian spirit. But y'all in Detroit, you know, y'all done went back the other way. Lapdogs to the Caucasian and their mindset. The Shrine of the Black Madonna is here. The Nation of Islam is here. You got other black national organizations here. Black churches, Ethiopian churches, and teach black doctrine and whatever. But when you go to the public schools, you're scared. You're not on the case, man. You're not on the scene. Up there with your children, making sure they're being taught properly. And you allow on Black History Month. And if we are people that was here eons before any other people, and we know that a lot of history was in Egypt, and we don't teach about that. Even the Bible is about us. The Quran is about us. Because the Quran upholds the Bible. We don't teach about it. You know, something wrong. So that's why I'm doing this every day. I got a whole lot of videos. I got a whole lot to say about the way we think, the way we should think. And I don't care about my critics. I'm not answering no emails. I don't care about that, what you think. I don't care if the white man, what he thinks about me. I can't do nothing about it, you know. I'm not scared of none of them. I never was, because I was born in the nation not to fear him. And so I'm getting ready to get on out of here. Come back later. One. Peace.